Hello students, I am Dr. Tisha Vyas, Assistant Professor Biotechnology at Siusha Institute of Science. In today's lecture, we are going to study about the two biotechnology organizations, that is DBT, Department of Biotechnology, and GSBTM, that is Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission. The content for the following lectures will be DBT and GSBTM, as well as the questions and references. Now let us have a look at the establishment of the Department of Biotechnology, that is DBT. The remarkable march of India into the world of biosciences and technological advances began in the year 1986. That year, the then Prime Minister of the country, that is late Rajiv Gandhi, accepted the vision that unless India created a separate department for biotechnology within the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, the country would not progress to the desired extent. And after that decision has made India one of the first countries to have a separate department for this stream of science and technology. However, the initiation of deliberations to establish the department started much earlier, that is in the year 1982, after detailed deliberations with the scientific community, as well as on the basis of the recommendations by the then Scientific Advisory Committee to the Cabinet, that is the National Biotechnology Board, was constituted by the government to identify the priority areas and then evolve the long-term perspectives for biotechnology in India. The National Biotechnology Board was chaired by the formidable scientist Professor M.G.K. Menon, the then member of the Indian Planning Commission, and all the secretaries to the various departments of the government dealing with science were appointed as the member of this board. A separate department of biotechnology was finally set up in February 1986, and the NBTB selected Dr. S. Ramachandran as the first secretary of the department. Dr. S. Ramachandran says that the Prime Minister Shri Rajiv Gandhi recognized that the pace at which biological sciences were growing globally, that unless we leap forward, there is no way of catching up with the rest of the world. And there were many issues they were studied by Dr. Ramachandran, that the department started with a modest beginning of around rupees 4 to 6 crores as its first budget. In those days in the country, not too many people were working on biosciences. The department had therefore to focus on a few research areas like the development of human resources, the creation of appropriate infrastructure, then the research and development, and creating a regulatory framework. The first autonomous institute, the National Institute of Immunology, which was set up in 1981, was brought under the wings of the DBT. And soon after it was joined by the National Facility for Animal Tissue and Cell Culture of Pune, formed in the year 1986, which was later christened the National Center for Cell Sciences. The late 1990s and the early 2000s saw many other institutes like the National Institute for Plant Genome Research, that is NIPGR, the National Brain Research Center, that is NBRC, followed the Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostic, the Institute of Bioresources and Sustainable Development, and the several other prominent institutes like Translational Health Sciences and Technology Institutes like the Institute of Stem Cell Biology and Regenerative Medicine, National Agri-Food Biotechnology at Mohali, and the National Institute of Biomedical Genomics at Kalyani in West Bengal were established. Now let us have a look at the different research schemes and programs under the Department of Biotechnology. The first one, that is the research facilities, resources and technology platforms under the Department of Biotechnology. DBT has implemented an integrated human resource development program in biotechnology that comprises of the postgraduate teaching programs, short-term training courses for graduation as well as for the undergraduation, for the R&D facilities as well as fellowships for the doctoral and postdoctoral research. There are reorientations as well as scholarships and awards for the women scientist. It also provides financial assistance to organize certain conferences, seminars, symposiums, and workshops, as well as other activities of biotechnology coming under India. The next program, that is the Northeastern Region Biotechnology Program Management Cell, that is NERBPMC, has established for conceptualization as well as implementation and monitoring of biotechnology programs in the Northeastern region of India, and that helps to evolve and implement various new programs in the areas of biotechnology for the benefit of the Northeastern region of India. So they have basically collaborated around 480 projects, and they are the 8th rank among the 34 diversity hotspots of the world. As well as that, there are many other facilities that are provided by the DBT under the different programs as well as projects of the next generation DNA sequencing, for proteomics, platform for agriculture and veterinary sciences, animal resource facilities, bioclusters, and facilities for educational training and for the purpose of various institutes. So these are the different fields in which DBT it provides grants as well as research projects. Basically, DBT, they have supported many centers of excellence that provides long-term support to the outstanding scientists who have specific goal to enhance the innovative ability of the institution as well as the investigators in specific areas of biotechnology. Now let us take a few fields of biotechnology. For suppose agriculture biotechnology and allied areas, they are basically focused on knowledge generation, technology and product development for productivity gains, for enhanced nutrition and product development, as well as quality, resistance to drought, salinity and high temperature, resistance to pests and diseases, input use efficiency, climate resilience and biosafety. They have also thrust on different fields like the forestry, horticulture, plantation crops, germplasm characterization, implementation of crops using the molecular biology technology. The nature and types of programs supported vary, including products oriented basic research, their translational research and development projects, national networks, as well as Center for Excellence. And in the field of animal biotechnology, many studies are carried out to develop the transgenic animals, molecular characterization of indigenous breeds, identification of urinary protein biomarkers, various aspects of animal nutrition, as well as the utilization of the animal bioproducts. In the field of aquaculture and marine biotechnology, the programs are being implemented for enhancing the aquaculture production, the productivity increase, development of useful products and processes from marine resources, and the broad areas emphasized are the fish genomics, transcriptomics, fish and shellfish diseases, immune stimulants, and antimicrobial peptides. There are also several projects for the development of bioactive molecules, biomaterials, biosurfactants, cell line, and diagnostics, which are also pursued through the adoption of the molecular biology tools. Now let us have a look at the different salient achievements and projects which have been granted under the Department of Biotechnology. They have developed a palette of novel chemical probes that selectively modulates the molecular recognition of protein domains. After that, they have developed a rotavirus vaccine. Institutes like AIMS, CDC, Stanford and NIH have collaborated for the development of this vaccine, and their industrial partner is Bharat Biotech India Limited. This project is being funded under the Department of Biotechnology. If we see the current status of the rotavirus vaccine, then this vaccine has successfully completed the phase 3. They have also developed a malarial vaccine which has been developed by the International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology, New Delhi, and this project is also funded by the Department of Biotechnology. The current status of this particular vaccine is that they have cleared the phase 1 clinical trial. They have also developed vaccine for dengue fever. Dengue vaccine has been developed at the ICGB New Delhi, and they have completed their trials as well as the first phase is underway. They have developed the tuberculosis vaccine, which has been developed by the collaborative efforts between the University of Delhi South Campus and Vaccine and Infectious Disease Research Center, as well as that the animal trials are being carried out for this particular vaccine. Now let us have a look at the different collaborations that are made under the Department of Biotechnology. The first one is the Indo-UK Cancer Research Initiative. This initiative has been taken in order to develop affordable cancer drugs as well as for the development of potential to make significant progress against cancer consequences. They have also signed an MOU with the business Finland to develop certain innovative as well as broad scopes of research in the field of health as well as in life sciences. There are certain programs of cooperation with Sweden as well as Denmark, which they have developed with a motive to increase the economy as well as to introduce certain innovatives like the biomaterials, the health and life sciences products for the development of incubators, for development of test beds and bioclusters. They have also developed a program of cooperation with the United States of America for the purpose of the improvement of health. They have signed a Indo-US Vaccine Action Program for the development of the novel vaccines, and the Center for Chemical Biology and Therapeutics, that is CCBT, is funded by the Department of Biotechnology as an inter-institutional collaborative center between the National Center for Biological Sciences and the stem cell biology and regenerative medicine, that is INSTEM. This is their major project which is focused on the development of intracellular signaling pathways that are being disrupted in the disease as well as the transcriptional protein modifications. The next biotechnology organization is GSBTM, that is Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission, which is particularly developed for the Gujarat state. It works with the motive of transcripting a brighter biofuture. Biotechnology, as you all know, has integrated life science, biochemistry, molecular biology, chemical engineering and computer sciences, and they also have profound impact on the different fields of agriculture, medicine, animal husbandry and environmental protection. So these branches of science, they have made tremendous potential of research as well as industrialization. Realizing the above thing, the state government of Gujarat, in order to promote biotechnology, they have established the Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission, that is GSBTM, which comes under the Department of Science and Technology, that is DST. The GSBTM was established as a nodal agency for developing and promoting biotechnology, particularly in the state of Gujarat, and it was established as an autonomous institute under the Department of Science and Technology, that is DST. The governing body of GSBTM, it is headed by the Chief Secretary, Gujarat State, and it includes representatives of the DBT, the Government of India, secretaries of key departments, industry representatives and academicians. The Executive Committee of GSBTM is headed by the Secretary, the Department of Science and Technology, and it also includes the industry representatives as well as the technical experts and the representatives of interfacing departments. The state government, they have also appointed technical experts as the principal advisor as well as the advisor, and the Gujarat Council of Biotechnology is chaired by the Honorable Chief Minister. It consists of the technical experts from various sections of biotechnology as well as the industry representatives and academicians. This mission was started with the aim of developing biotechnology in the state and was functioning from the April 2004 with the appointment of the mission director and the three sector specialist. Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission was established and registered as a society under the Society Registration Act in the year 2004. GSBTM, it works with the mission in order to provide institutional as well as a financial support to facilitate networking among the stakeholders at the regional, national and international levels. They are also working in order to facilitate the infrastructure development as well as the research and development activities, the scientific awareness and also for the sensitization. There are many different activities which are carried out by the GSBTM. Amongst them, there is one that is BioAcon. BioAcon is developed as the popularization of biotech and its awareness, which is one of the most important activities of this mission, and it works with the motive to spread the message of bringing awareness in the community about the latest developments in the field of biotechnology, and they work with the objectives to inculcate and nurture the aptitude of biotechnology among the people, to generate the scope for activity-based learning, to develop kits as well as teaching aids for their use in the school science teaching, and to improve the knowledge of the school biotechnology education. It also works with the motive to provide training and extend facilities for creating work to approachable schools, and also to educate the community as the whole on the various fields as well as applications of biotechnology, and to provide the career guidance to the people in the different areas of biotechnology. The GSBTM has also developed a BioAcon project which is executed at one community science center at C.C. Patel Community Science Center that in Vidyanagar, and it is also the first center to be created and has been taken as the model center for the GSBTM and for the execution of BioAcon as well. Later, BioAcon has also developed and been established in Vallabh Vidyanagar, in Rajkot, in Vadodara, Gandhinagar, Bhuj, Bharuch and many other cities of Gujarat. Now let us see the different developing research infrastructures under the GSBTM, and the first one is Gujarat Biodiversity Gene Bank, which has been developed by the Gujarat State Biotechnology Mission, and it works for the purpose of the preservation of the flora, the fauna as well as the microbial biodiversity of Gujarat. The BioGene has initiated a program called Bank a Bug, under which it is encouraging the deposition of the microbes from the academicians, researchers as well as the students of Gujarat into the microbial inventory of BioGene, and it works with the many objectives like for the conservation of the microbial bioresources of Gujarat, for developing the library references of the microbes. It also encourages research in various aspects of microbial diversity, ecology, taxonomy and the industrial applications. The centralized inventory, it helps for the extract potential of the deposited microbes to the interested stakeholders, and it also helps to facilitate the matchmaking for the technology transfers based on the well-studied organisms within the stakeholders. The another infrastructure of GSBTM is Gujarat Genomic Initiative, that is GCI, which works for the DNA fingerprinting and sequence related work. It also focuses on activities like the specialized research areas, training activities related to the field of genomics and molecular biotechnology operations. They have many other facilities like the 16S rDNA sequencing, the bacterial fungal identification. It also helps in analysis of the microbial samples, lyophilization of the cultures, GMO testing in crops, the SNP detection and genotyping, and it also helps in DNA mutagenesis. They have developed the whole genome bacterial in the year 2009, and since then they have developed 8 metagenome and 8 microbial genomes which have been completed, 2 mitochondrial genomes of lion and 1 amplicon sequencing have been performed. The another research infrastructure under GSBTM is the Gujarat Institute of Bioinformatics, which has conceptualized the networking of the bioinformatics education and the research with different universities of the state through its Virtual Institute of Bioinformatics, that is BIT Virtual. BIT Virtual Center has established networks of local and international bioinformatic resources, centralized database, and also the database management system. The next one, that is the Gujarat Genetic Diagnostic Center, that is GeneDice. It is a joint initiative between the GSBTM and the Zoology Department of Gujarat University. GeneDice is a unique center dedicated to the extent diagnostic and research activities in the area of human genetics, and it's operational since the year 2009. GeneDice is a functional process in the campus of Gujarat University. To describe about the research schemes and programs under DBT, to give a detailed description of the achievements and collaborations of DBT, and to note the projects and grants linked with the Department of Biotechnology. The questions for GSBTM are to give the approach and objectives of GSBTM and BioAcon, and to describe the biogene initiatives like the GCI, GIBS, and GeneDice of GSBTM. The references are the DBT and the GSBTM official website. Thank you for hearing me out. If you have any queries, you can mail me